My dear Hamites, I wanted to share with you a papal moment, a papal cigarette and a papal smoke. After all, we can't be too serious all the time. We have to have a little vice, and we have to advocate for vice sometimes. So I wanted you to see me being a regular person, not like someone who has a stick up their buttocks, who cannot relax, cannot show that they are like a normal person. They want to pretend because they are an attorney, a lawyer, a solicitor, a judge, a politician, and somehow they're superior to the regular people whom they rule over. But you know, deep inside, they are a con artist, they are deficient, they are inept, they are corrupt, and you vote for them and now they think they're better than you. But you can always tear them down. And that, you know, people do that when they get fed up. So this is a papal smoke. Okay? Ooh, this feels good. Oh my goodness, I never felt it so good. I haven't did this nose thing in a while. Okay, this is a sign that I'm not a smoker, okay? I'm just showing off. Alright, so anyway, I want everybody to know that in my soul, as a human being, I care about everybody. Those of us and those of you who are European, who have been good to us, who are our friends, who are, have shown us compassion, shown us, you know, you helped us, you given us jobs, you fed us, you allowed us to prosper. You know, when there was slavery, it was Europeans who created slavery, and it was Europeans who turned upon the system, who made it possible to abolish the slave trade and to eventually abolish slavery. In our fight for equality, in our fight for freedom, we must never allow ourselves to do to Europeans what they did to us, or to treat them how they have treated us. In many ways, by the bonds and the history between the African peoples, the people of Ham, and the Europeans, that there has been and there we have found a relationship with Europe unlike any other peoples in the world. And that is manifested by our presence here in the United States of America, our presence in the Caribbean basin, and our presence in South America. So much so that the land that the Hamites have inherited, the sun does not set over it. This is what they used to say about the British Empire. The sun never sets over the British Empire, and today the lands that the Hamites have inherited, the sun never sets over the Hamite Empire. Imagine for a minute that the Hamites people were to fully assert themselves in these United States of America, in South America, in Brazil, where it is said that there are equally as many Hamites in Brazil as there are in Nigeria. And they speak the Yoruba language, and they practice the voodoo religion, the Orisha. So we're not wrong in what we advocate. We're not wrong in our theology. And if you are conscious, you will understand that Many people have a theology. There's not one theology. There's no just, oh, you're going to be a Christian, you're going to accept Jesus, die and go to heaven. The people of India don't follow Jesus. The people of China don't follow Jesus. The people of Indonesia don't follow Jesus. The majority, the largest Muslim country in the world. The people of Singapore don't follow Jesus. The people of Japan don't follow Jesus. And they are all people who are prospering. His Holiness recalls when he was a student in the university that he had a Somali friend. And one day we were sitting in the student center. And this young man looked at me and he said to me, at this time I was known as Peter. Now I am Pope Emmanuel, Pope Peter Emmanuel, okay? So he says to me, he says, you know, Peter, Brother Peter, why is it that all these places where they are Christians, why is it that all the Christian countries are so prosperous and our country is so backwards? And he was very, very sincere about that. He asked that question. Why are the Christians prospering and the Muslims are in disarray? No, I didn't come here today to answer that question. I don't have an answer for it. I don't believe it's because of Jesus. Because if he had been to Japan, he would see that the Japanese were prosperous. And it was in the early to mid 80s, so China had not yet broken the development ceiling. China had not made the great leap forward yet. So, but China would make the great leap forward, the way Chairman Mao envisioned. And today nobody laughs at the Chinese. They are the premier economy in the world. So you have to ask yourself, as a Hamite, as a descendant of Ham, as a descendant of the African peoples, wherein you came to a place where they said if you have one drop of African blood, you're a Negro, you're black. Now, do I look black to you? This shirt is black, but I look very pale compared to this shirt. So why does the lady call the police and tell her a black man is in the pool? A black man is in the pool. What is your emergency, ma'am? 911, what is your emergency? Black man in the pool. Come quick. Send lots of police. Come kill him for me. A old miserable hoe, a menopausal hoe, did that to me about a month ago. She's miserable, and she'll continue to be miserable. And we haven't finished dealing with her. We're preparing paper for her. We're preparing paper against a whole lot of municipalities and jurisdiction. We're preparing paper for Mimi. It's taken us 7 years to prepare that paper. But that paper is coming. In our world, we don't have a statute of limitations. In our world, we work to find ways to work around the statutes of limitations. And believe me when I tell you, we have a team that is very capable, very, very capable. And where something isn't there, we'll invent it. They do it. Why can't we? We have to be elegant. We have to be wise. We have to always remember the pen is mightier than the sword, and that the spiritual vibes, the voodoo, the spells are more powerful than the bullet. Even though Chairman Mao and the Chinese may believe that power flows from a bullet, power flows from the barrel of a gun, we know better. We know that our power comes from our ancestors and from the Lord. And we know that when we have cleansed ourselves and made ourselves worthy unto the Lord and show homage and honor unto those who had sacrificed in the passage of no return, and those who worked from sun up till sundown, and after slavery, they came up from slavery and they prospered, and then they were crushed by their neighbors and by their fellow citizens. Lord, we ask you in our souls to always allow us, sons and daughters of Ham, to forgive our enemies, forgive them, and never allow us, when we ascend to power, to treat them the way they treated us. Lord, come to the aid of Ham. Come to the aid of Ham. Ham is still under the boots of Europe. Ham is still in captivity, O Lord. Set the captives free. Give us our due diligence. We were promised 40 acres and a mule. We never received it. Today, the youth demands it, and we support the youth, and we support ourselves. And we ask them now for reparations. We want reparations. We must demand reparations. And those among us who are masters of the written word, who are educated in the law, must apply yourselves to begin to write the case against France, the case against Belgium, the case against the Netherlands, the case against Germany, the case against Italy, the case against Spain, the case against Portugal, the case against the United Kingdom, the case against the United States of America, the case against Brazil, for our people to get compensation for their unpaid wages. Those of you among the Europeans who do not understand this, I understand it's tough for you, but go ask the people of Israel, go ask the Jewish people, why is Germany paying them reparations and there is no end in sight, or when Germany is going to stop? What happened to us was not that long ago. The lynchings was not that long ago. The burnings of our institutions in Oklahoma and in the Carolinas was not that long ago. And we demand justice for us, not for the people that you killed, not for Mimi, but for me and for the offsprings that survive. And as always, I always say to you, when I wake up in the morning, I say a little prayer. God bless the United States. God bless the United States. Money cometh, and aluta continua. Aluta continua. Aluta continua. Samora Machel. This is another one of our leaders, Samora Machel. He gave us the slogan of Aluta continua. Winnie Mandela, she is another leader of our movement. But we come under the banner of Macandal, the only man who ever united all the various tribes of Africa in the nation of Haiti and gave the French a lesson that they have not yet forgotten. We'll teach you a lesson too now, if you want. Don't mind how you despise us. Don't mind how weak and disorganized you think we are. I mean, look at how these little children made Trump run to the bunker. Trump ran to the bunker. And these little children didn't have no weapons. All they had was their bodies. They came to die. They didn't care. They were not afraid. And that's how it happens. In an instant, in a New York minute, everything can and everything will change. Aluta continua. Aluta continua. A revoluzione matta